both adults and teens and children were having problems with their mental health as a result. We noticed a big surge in the mental health population, and then people realized how important mental health was. We look for things like lack of interest in their favorite activities. Are they still doing those things? Like if they were an artist and they were drawing, are they still doing that? Irritability is one of the things that's especially noticeable in teens that may not be noticeable in adults.
Welcome to VNA Today. I'm your host, David Miranda. Teenagers with poor mental health are more likely to make unsafe decisions, like turning to substance abuse. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're being joined by VNA Healthcare's Adrian Driscoll with more information about how you can address mental illness with your teens.
Poor mental health is on the rise for teens, and there's a stigma attached to getting help. A lot of people weren't in touch with their teachers and their peers person to person. It was more detached, more electronically, and both adults and teens and children were having problems with their mental health as a result. We noticed a big surge in the mental health population, and then people realized how important mental health was. We look for things like lack of interest in their favorite activities. Are they still doing those things? Like if they were an artist and they were drawing, are they still doing that? Irritability is one of the things that's especially noticeable in teens that may not be noticeable in adults. Either not sleeping or sleeping too much, either trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. You know, just kind of withdrawal from everyone. If they want to just kind of stay in their room all the time, that's another sign that they're looking for. Mood swings. Use of drugs or alcohol can be a problem. Sometimes people self-medicate with drugs or alcohol to deal with the signs that they're feeling. They don't want to feel like the depression if they're feeling a loss or the anxiety, so they self-medicate with drugs or alcohol. Don't try to minimize their feelings. Be supportive, and try to share your own experiences as well so that you're coming down to their level. If you minimize their experiences with them, then they're more likely to not take you seriously, and then tell them you're going to get them professional help. Some of the places are a little inundated right now, but there are people available, and just realize that just because we make a recommendation does not mean that you have to follow it. When we do screenings, we do recommendations based on the severity. So if there's mild depression, then we would suggest mostly counseling. If there's moderate depression, then we suggest counseling with some medication. If it's severe, then we suggest counseling and medication. If you're noticing any warning signs with your children, communicate with them in a straightforward manner. Be sure not to minimize any of their feelings. Maybe communicate to them what you've seen, and also any of your experiences to kind of relate to them, and then assure them that you're going to get them professional help. The VNA has presence over at East Aurora High School and Romeoville High School, as long as you've completed the appropriate consent forms without your parents being present.
Thank you, Adrian. To schedule an appointment with one of VNA's mental and behavioral health care providers, call 630-884-4566 or visit vnahealth.com. I'm your host, David Miranda. See you next time.